I'm Alex and this is Justin, and we've taken time out of our working lives in Sydney to travel to some of Australia's most remote and beautiful places in our modified four-wheel drive, and we're filming our adventure along the way. Hello, welcome back to another episode of Big Lap Essentials. I'm Alex here, and in this week's episode we're just going to talk through 5 simple storage hacks for overlanding. I'm currently in the driver's seat. That's pretty unusual for me. Justin loves to drive and does most of the driving, and I just sit back and relax in the passenger seat. But it's the best place for me to talk through 2 of our top 5 storage hacks. The first one is our trusty hat rack. Now, Cobras are stupidly annoying to store. They can't be in the sun and you don't really want to squish them, so we have we actually saw this on YouTube, got a single piece of elastic that we've just threaded through the lining of the roof. If you did have your back seats, you could just use your grab handles and tie them around there and make it less of a permanent structure, but it keeps them up high, out the way, but also extremely easy to get to. So if you have a Cobras or other wide-brimmed hats, it's a great hack. Our second one is a car seat organizer. Now obviously these normally go on the back of a car, on the back of a car seat, and they're extremely useful with numerous pockets. With the way that our storage is set up, we have blocked off all the back because we've got all of our clothes etc in there, and we had this dead space in between the 2 passenger seats, the 2 front seats, so we actually just got our car organizer and screwed it into the wood behind, which means that we can get to it whilst driving, and we store sun cream, bug spray, anti-bac, maps, fly nets, anything that we want to get to quite quickly. And we also end up putting really random things like bouncy balls because it's an empty pocket and Justin's just shoved something out the way. So yeah, that's just 2 storage hacks for the front of the car, and I'll meet you around the back and we'll talk through the rest. So welcome to the back of the car / kitchen, living room, storage room, cellar, attic, all of the above. So we've got 3 things to talk through here. The first one is our under roof cargo trailer net thing, which I've explained horrendously, but essentially because the wagon is curved, there's a lot of dead space in the top, and we had seen a few companies that were selling these kind of drop down cargo nets but were extremely expensive. So we went to Bunnings and just got a trailer net and essentially tied it to the 4 grab handles of the back and middle seats, and then we've just got a couple of pull straps underneath for support, and that allows us to shove things like wetsuits, backpack, floaties, snorkel gear up top and keep it up high. We do use some foam mats which we got for having a shower that we can stand on as the bottom layer, and it's to stop things from falling through. But yeah, it's just a great way to keep things that you don't use that often up and out of the way in that dead space. So that was hack number 3. Our 4th one is not a DIY thing, but it's just a great utensil. So obviously if you are hiking, camping, etc., you don't want loads of pounds with loads of handles because they get in the way. We did look at getting potentially kind of a hiking set, but we didn't want to get pots and pans that are that lightweight that are just going to break or scratch really easily, given that we're using them every day. So we went out and we bought, we got this out earlier, the Tefal Ingenio range. Voila! Not cheap, but I reckon one of our best buys of gadgets on the trip. So basically it's 3 saucepans, 1, 2, 3, and 2 fry pans, and they're all handleless, which allows you to stack them really easily. And then it came with one kind of splash or anti-splatter lid. We went to Kmart and just bought another normal lid because obviously air can come out of that. And again, I should have got this out earlier instead of hunting for it now. It comes with 1 handle. So you still have a handle, connect it on, lift it up, and you're good to go. Now the benefit of these versus some of your hiking ones, they are a little bit heavier, is their non-stick, which has been amazing, and they're good non-stick. So we, after using the pans probably every day for the last year and a half. They're still in pretty good nick. Obviously they rub a bit on the handle, but yeah, I reckon that's one of our best buys instead of getting kind of your lightweight hiking gear ones. So that's number 4, and number 5 is canvas bags. We use a lot of canvas bags in different shapes and sizes. This one is the King's Camp Oven one, and it's round, which is perfect for us to store all of our pots and pans and 2 of our mixing bowls, and just keeps it all in one place, and we know that this bag is put that in, so I'm going to put that away. We then have a plethora of other bags. Originally we had the King's ones, which are starting to rip quite a bit, but we have 3 in the drawer, which fits perfectly for all of our food and other crockery. And then we use them, so this is our towel bag, which goes in the middle. And we have a spare one if we're going to go to the shower and put extra clothes in it, or put spare shoes away. And then the British Company were very kind when we got the tent and gave us another canvas bag set, which is amazing. They're way better than the King's ones, which we use for all of our shower gear, which goes next to our water tank. A spare wetsuit, extra food which goes down the side, electrical gear, our breakfast cereal and our morning bag, and spare shoes. So the benefit of canvas bags is, especially in our car, which is definitely no longer dust proof, it keeps them locked away and sealed. If you're not using them, they're really small. It's not like you're using a box, so they don't take up space, and they are pliable, so you can squeeze them down in the small gaps that you need. So I think we've mentioned canvas bags in a few videos, but absolutely amazing, and would recommend canvas bags for any overlanding car. So that was our top 5. Hopefully you found that useful, and join us again next week. If you have anything that you want us to talk about, let us know, and as always, please like and subscribe.